A retired professional wrestler and former congressional candidate surrendered to police in Nevada on Wednesday after a warrant was issued for his arrest in the death of a man who died last year from a head injury at the Las Vegas Strip Hotel. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department stated earlier in the day that the warrant had been issued for the arrest of 45-year-old Daniel Radomir on the charge of open murder in the death of Christopher Tapp. Tapp, age 47, was treated on October 29th by medical personnel responding to a call for help after he was found at the hotel and taken to the hospital where he later passed away. Radomir's Las Vegas lawyer, David Chesnoff, and Richard Schoenfeld stated in a statement emailed to the Associated Press that Radomir was voluntarily surrendering to authorities and will post a court-ordered bail. Quote, he intends on vigorously contesting the allegations and acts that the presumption of innocence guaranteed all Americans be respected. Police stated that detectives opened a suspicious death investigation after they received new information November 22nd about the injuries Tapp has suffered as a result of purposed accident. Quote, through the course of suspicious death investigation, detectives have learned that Tapp was in an altercation inside of a room at the resort before being located and transported to the hospital. The Clark County Coroner's Office subsequently ruled it a homicide as a result of blunt force trauma to the head. Radomir, a Republican, challenged Democratic Rep. Susie Lee for the seat in Nevada's District 3 in 2020. He lost by 13,000 votes. He later moved to Texas, where he was among 23 candidates who ran in a special congressional election in 2021 to fill a seat of Republican Ron Wright, who was the first member of Congress to die after contracting COVID-19. He finished in the middle of the pack, getting less than 3% of the vote.
Another one.
A congressional candidate who once ran for office in Nevada and Texas has been arrested on a murder charge in the death of a man exonerated after serving more than 20 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit. A criminal complaint filed Monday in Las Vegas Justice Court alleged that Daniel Radomir, age 45, killed Christopher Tapp, age 47, after a fight in Las Vegas hotel room back in October. An arrest warrant affidavit. Las Vegas police detective indicated that the fight was unrelated to Tapp's earlier wrongful conviction. Radomir was arrested Wednesday and was released on a $200,000 bond. His attorney, David Z. Chesnoff, and Richard A. Schoenfeld told CNN that there were no travel restrictions included in the bond. Quote, he intends on vigorously contesting the allegations and asks that the presumption of innocence guaranteed by all Americans be respected. Radomir, a former professional wrestler from New Jersey, unsuccessfully ran for Congress in Nevada in 2020 and in a special election in Texas in 2021. Tapp was convicted of murder and rape in the fatal stabbing of an 18-year-old Idaho woman and sentenced to life in prison back in 1998. He was in prison for 21 years before his conviction was overturned after DNA testing proved that another man was responsible. Tapp advocated for others who were wrongfully convicted. He worked alongside Idaho Senator Doug Ricks to help pass state legislation that compensated those who spent time behind bars for their crimes that they did not commit. According to police detectives' affidavit obtained by CNN, Radomir and Tapp attended the same Halloween party on October 30th at Resorts World Las Vegas. Witnesses told police that Radomir became upset after Tapp allegedly offered cocaine to Radomir's stepdaughter. A witness told police that he heard Radomir say, quote, if you ever talk to my daughter again, I will take you out, immediately followed by two loud banging noises. A witness who spoke to police stated that she saw Radomir, quote, knocking Christopher to the ground, at which time Christopher's head hit a small table. Then Radomir punched Tapp, quote, throughout his head and body. Other witnesses stated that they later found Tapp on the bed awake, but with a swollen face and a large mark on the left side of his neck. Tapp was taken to the hospital where he later died several days later. The medical examiner ruled Tapp's death a homicide by blunt head trauma according to the criminal complaint. You know what? Before, when I was reading and going through this story, I'm like, yeah, man, you need to sit up there and put this dude in jail. He obviously sat up there and did it. And then I heard the rest and how it was that the other guy decided that he wanted to offer the daughter some narcotics. And I'm like, you know what? Free this man. Because I'm like, what in your right mind as a grown man? First of all, you're doing something illegal. Second of all, ultra illegal. You're trying to sit up there and offer that to somebody's child. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad because like I said before, hey, um, a lot of people gotta learn the hard way. There's just some things that you just don't do. There are a lot of lines out here that you just do not cross. And that guy decided to sit up there and cross a line. And when I look at the former pro wrestler, Daniel Radomir, that's a big dude. That is a very big dude. And a lot of these dudes are very strong. Don't let the whole thing of, oh, wrestling is fake. Don't let that fool you. Because these dudes are strong. These dudes take a lot of hits, a lot of falls. Even sometimes, when things are scripted, there's some real altercations and emotions that are, thrown directly in there, which are not even supposed to be there. Some of them have taken very severe head, neck, back, arm, whatever trauma that you can think of that happens in sports. A lot of them has had all of it. and some of them have gone to the point where they're suffering memory loss and other types of things. Again, this guy had to learn. Again, I'm just going to be honest. Originally, I was like, hey, this dude who's running for Congress, whatever, he needs to be realistically locked up. And again, hearing the story, I'm like, you sat up there and defended your child. I am behind any father that is defending their child from a whole nother grown man. As a grown man, you should not be trying to talk to somebody else's, young daughter. You shouldn't be trying to offer them any type of narcotics. You shouldn't be trying to offer them any type of alcoholic beverages. You shouldn't even be really having a conversation with them at all. If a conversation is going to be had, then the parents need to be there when that conversation is being had to make sure that everything is on the straight and narrow. But again, like I said before, realistically, you shouldn't even be having a conversation. Like I said, that dude, he went way too far. There are fields of grown women directly out here. You decided that you wanted to do something like this. And now you're finding out what the afterlife looks like. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said before, I know some people are probably going to disagree with me, but like I said, at the end of the day, I am for the kids. I am for the safety of the kids, and I am against grown men who decide that they can have conversations or insinuate or gesture, whatever wording you want to use. I'm against any grown man that decides that they want to go after somebody's young child, after somebody's daughter. I'm not about that life. I am 100% against that. So shout out to Daniel Radomir, and major success on whatever endeavors that you have.